All right, let's get to it. I'm going to go ahead and hold down the space bar and the command key to get the magnifying glass and zoom into this upper corner. So we got a clean space to work. Then I'm going to get the rectangle tool. And you may notice some of these default colors have this little corner thing on them. And if I double click on this, notice that there's a global checkbox here and it's off. Now, if I click OK and then click to make a rectangle, and this is weird, you might as well copy this. See this 57.735? I'm going to copy it because I'm going to use this to draw these rectangles, and they have to be this size in order for these to work. So it's a square, 57.735 on a side. I'm going to click OK. I'm hit the V key to get my selection tool, and then Option drag out of copy. Because I want to show you the difference between global color. If I double click on this, you're going to see that checkbox is checked. And that's just fine. And regular color. These swatches don't have that. Now, if I come up and click, I've got the non-global picked. Click here. Notice that, I get this color picker, the swatch color picker. However, if I hold down Shift and click, I get these sliders. Now, the difference is with a global color, now remember, you double click and you check that checkbox, and this is the difference, is when you Shift click here, now you get a way to set the percentage of the tone. How dark or light is it? This is great for ISO art, so we got to use global colors. I'm going to delete this guy right here, and I've got this 57, if we go to the transform, 57.735 square. Oh, and it's really important under View, you make sure, click under View, you make sure all the snapping is off. No snap to grid, pixel point, none of this stuff is on. Okay, and smart guides are on. Very important. Okay, so here is that guy. Now I'm going to just put another square inside, and instead of that 57.735, let's just say 25. Tab 25, and I'll click OK. Now I want to make this, hit letter V to get my selection tool. I'm going to make this a different one of these colors, one of these global colors. And we'll just say that guy there. And then select them both. Click here to make that a key object, and then center this both horizontally and vertically. Now we're going to make an isometric cube out of this. But we need 3 faces. So I'm going to go ahead and you might as well group this because I see advantages to not grouping it. I hit Command G, Object, Group. It's grayed out because I grouped it. There we go. And then I'm going to Option drag out of copy, hold down Shift so it moves straight across, hit Command D to get a third one. Now I want to make a left side, a right side, and a top side in isometric, but I want the left side to be a little lighter. And that's where these global colors come in. I can select both colors at once, and this can work with as many as you want as long as they're all global. And then this question mark, if I Shift click on it, I can pull this down and say, hey, 90. I want that at 90. And I want this one at 80. I'm going to Shift click and make that 80. Now, what we're doing is a work in progress. Trust me on this. We're going to be improving on this. I'm going to give you a set of actions too. They're going to throw these into isometric space. So I've got the left side selected, and in my actions panel, Window, Actions, and these actions are going to be there for you. You can run them from this point, but better is to switch to button mode. And I may throw away some of those other actions so you don't get confused by them. I may just give you these. With this selected, I want to make the left face. Bam. I want to make the right face. And I want to make the top. Now, there's a lot of math in here and a lot of steps, and the actions just simplify things for us. Now, this is grouped so I don't have to worry about selecting the whole thing. Remember, we've got snap to. This is really important. If you got snapping on, this isn't going to work. If you got smart guides off, this isn't going to work. So you need those both set up. I'm just going to grab this, pull it up here, and snap into position where we've got intersections going on. And then, yeah, you get this white line over here. What's that about? It looks like there's a little misregistration. I might have done something wrong here. And then we're going to take the right side and pull that in, let it snap into position. And the top. Now these you got to be really careful with because sometimes they're not perfectly arranged. I'm going to zoom in on this and we can see we have a common point right here. So these are perfectly arranged. Now I'm going to hold down again, spacebar and command key, drag left to zoom out, and move this over here. And I want to make a copy of this because this is, I can unwind this again. I'm going to option drag this guy over here, hold down shift, let it snap into place, and then I'm going to go ahead and turn this into a symbol because that's what I've been playing around with. If I hover over that, I can see that's Cube 08, so this is going to be Cube 09, huh? And no, the next one's not 010, it's just 10. And then I can go ahead, I've been using my shortcuts, but now we can go under Object with this selected, come down to Pattern and Make. And you can see I made a custom keyboard shortcut. So I don't have to mess around with that. And by default, you get this screwy thing here, and all you do is change the tile type. Your pattern options is going to be floating somewhere probably. You change it from grid to hex by row, click Done, bam. I'm going to hit Option Command 0 to zoom out and see all my artboards. Then I can come up here if I want to put it on Behance and just click on that new pattern. Hit Command 0 so I can zoom in and see, do I need to move this around? Do I need to position it? And if you do need to position it or scale it, say we wanted to scale it, Object, Transform, and Scale. And you have to make sure that Transform Objects is deselected. And what the heck? Horizontal, vertical, got set to non-uniform somehow. That doesn't work at all. So 100% is the size we had, and you can scale it 150, 50, whatever you want in order to get this right. Then you hold with the Move tool, you just hit Return, and then you can move these into position. If you don't like it, you just click here, hit the up arrow to move it horizontally, one direction or the other to position it, hit Tab, and you can do the same thing vertically. Okay, so let's say that's right where I want it for whatever reason. You can click OK, save that for the web, and watch your naming conventions, keep track of these things, and then when you go to Behance, you can, as you save them, you guys, this is really important, as you save, upload. Look. Been doing some stuff since last night, and I'm starting to upload things. So I've got this new one, if I come back here, and it's just so easy. I can save for the web. We're at our 940 by 314. I've got naming conventions here. So this is going to be H for my next one. And you can figure out the way to name these files. And I'm putting them in a week 22 folder. And then back here on Behance, I can just come down here, insert media, come out to my brand new one, you know, that's the one we just made. I hit the space bar to preview it, and there you go. How simple is that? And you're working, you're uploading, you're learning about, I'm going to hit Option Command 0 to see everything. You'll learn about these isometric shapes, and the last thing I'll show you is, remember, this thing's a symbol. This is just individual faces. Now, what good is this? Well, remember how we had to draw these? What if we undo left face? Whoops, select that. Undo left face. Hey, okay, and this broke for whatever reason. Let's see, is it because they're grouped. Option Command G. Let's see. Undo left face. No. Okay, so for whatever reason, I'll figure that one out. But these do work because I've been using them. I've been cheating as I work, and it'll work for you. So we'll figure that out. Anyway, have fun with this and experiment.